It feels like every day there's more and more pressure on schools, on teachers, on everyone involved in education. It makes you wonder what it really takes to build one of those truly great learning environments.
It's a question a lot of us are asking, and Derek Swart is a pretty fascinating case study, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And I think what's so interesting about his story is that it's not just about another school getting good grades, right?
Right, exactly.
You've been following his work, so fill us in. Who is Derek Swart?
So Derek Swart, he's been leading Paarl Boys High School in South Africa for over 2 decades.
Wow.
And his leadership there, it's offering some really interesting insights, going beyond just the typical good school story.
Okay, 20 years is a significant amount of time to lead any institution, let alone a school, and the accolades speak for themselves. I mean, the Kader Asmal Lifetime Achievement Award, that's huge. But what's the secret sauce that's pushing Pearl Boys High and really educational leadership in general to the forefront?
Well, on the surface, you see the academic excellence Paarl Boys is known for high achievement, right?
Right.
But Swart, he recognizes that good grades are well, they're just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
Like, take his approach to integrating technology, for example.
Okay.
It's not just about having the newest gadgets, but it's about how to really equip students for the future. He's thinking ahead.
So it's more than just making sure there's a tablet in every student's hand.
Exactly. Sword, for example, he spearheaded this initiative to incorporate coding into the curriculum from a young age.
Oh, wow.
He recognizes how important it is in today's world,
It is.
and he champions using virtual reality to make subjects like history and science really come alive.
That makes a lot of sense. It sounds like he understands that to really thrive, students need more than just what they read in textbooks.
Yeah.
And that's where this idea of holistic development comes in, right?
Yes, exactly.
But what does that actually look like in practice? I mean, at Paarl Boys, what does that mean?
It's about nurturing every aspect of the individual, not just their academic side.
Okay.
We're talking about their physical well-being, their emotional intelligence, their social responsibility.
Wow.
It's about developing well-rounded individuals who are ready well, for anything, really.
So it's about character building alongside calculus?
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's not just some abstract concept either.
Oh.
Take, for instance, Salman Morat.
Wait, Salman Morat, the captain of the South African national rugby team.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
He's a product of Paarl Boys, under Swart's leadership.
That's amazing.
And Morat, he's talked about how the school's emphasis on things like discipline, teamwork, resilience, they all played a key role in his success, in his athletic success.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
What a testament to the impact of that kind of holistic approach.
it really is.
And it makes you realize, too, that a school's success, it's often really intertwined with the community around it.
Absolutely.
So how did Swart approach that community engagement piece?
He firmly believes that a school thrives when it's deeply rooted in its community. He's all about building those strong relationships
Okay.
with parents, with local businesses, organizations.
Yeah, right.
He gets that their support is so valuable.
So it's about creating this network, almost like a safety net that extends beyond the school gates.
Yes, exactly. And that's something I think we can all learn from.
It's true.
Whether we're talking about education or any other field,
It is true.
that strong support system, it can make all the difference.
Makes you think about the times you've really succeeded, you know? There's usually someone there, someone cheering you on or giving you a helping hand.
It's true that sense of community can be such a powerful motivator.
Absolutely. But getting back to Swart, it seems like his impact, it goes way beyond just Parl Boys.
Oh, for sure.
I'm really interested to hear more about this dedication to mentoring other educators.
It really speaks to his whole approach to leadership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't just lead, he empowers others to do the same.
Okay.
Like Swart regularly holds these workshops and seminars.
Okay.
He shares his insights, his strategies with other teachers, aspiring principals, that kind of thing.
So he's really paying it forward, nurturing the next generation of educational rock stars.
Precisely. And I think that's where his real legacy will be, don't you?
Yeah.
And the countless other educators that he's inspired to go out there and make a difference in their own schools and communities.
Absolutely. It's that ripple effect.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that Kader Asmal Lifetime Achievement Award. That's not something to just gloss over.
No, definitely not.
What makes this particular award so significant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's named after Kader Asmal,
Okay.
and he was a huge advocate for education reform in South Africa, really believed in quality education for everyone no matter their background.
Yeah,
So for Swart to receive an award named in his honor, it really says a lot.
it really does.
It recognizes a whole career, a whole life, really, dedicated to making a real difference in education. And it's really interesting?
What's that?
The award ceremony itself, it actually recognizes a whole range of accomplishments in the field of education.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like they have categories for primary school teaching, secondary school leadership, special needs education, even stuff like technology-enhanced teaching.
That's fantastic. It's not just a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It recognizes that excellence in education, it can take so many different forms.
It's true. So I guess the big question is this. What can those of us who aren't in the education field, what can we learn from Derek Swart's story?
That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, is his approach to leadership, can it translate to other areas of life?
Absolutely. The context might be specific to education, sure, but the underlying principles,
Yeah.
they really do have universal appeal.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, take holistic thinking, for example.
Okay.
Whether we're talking about managing a team, raising a family, or even just navigating our own lives that focus on the whole person, it's crucial.
Yeah, it's about like realizing that success isn't just about this one narrow thing, right? It's about kind of finding that balance, that roundedness in life.
Exactly. And another thing that Swart's story really highlights, community engagement. It's not just a buzzword.
Right.
He reminds us that we're not meant to do everything on our own.
It's true.
Those strong relationships, fostering a sense of belonging, those are vital for anything we do, really.
It makes you think about mentorship too. Like Swart could have easily kept all his methods to himself, kept them a secret, but instead he's chosen to share his knowledge, really help lift others up. That's real leadership right there.
It's that ripple effect,
Yeah.
By investing in other people, by helping them reach their full potential, it creates these waves of positive change that go way beyond just us.
So it seems like from Derek Swart's story, his legacy isn't just about one school or one award. It's bigger than that. It's
Yeah.
more like a whole philosophy. It's a way of approaching like leadership and really just life, that people really connect with.
And it really gets you thinking, what kind of legacy are we creating in our own little corners of the world?
That's a big question.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How can we take those principles, that holistic thinking, that emphasis on community, the mentorship, how can we use them to really make a difference?
It's a powerful question for sure. I think Derek Swart's story really highlights how leadership isn't about some fancy title or, how much power you have. It's really about inspiring people, helping them, making a real difference.
And those opportunities, they're everywhere, even in small ways.
That's true.
Whether it's at work, in our personal lives, volunteering, whatever it is, we all have the power to make a difference.
It really comes down to recognizing that potential, both in ourselves and in other people, and then having the courage to help it grow.
Beautifully put, and Derek Swart's journey is a perfect example of that.
Well, that's our deep dive into the remarkable leadership of Derek Swart. It's a story that reminds us that success is about more than what we personally achieve. It's about the impact we have on the world around us.
And that's definitely something worth striving for, no matter who we are or what we do.
Absolutely. So as you go about your day today, think about this. How can you be a force for good, for positive change in your community? How can you inspire those around you? Because those small acts, they can really make a difference.
Couldn't agree more.
That's it for us. Until next time, keep those brains engaged, keep learning, and keep diving deep.